Right, this is the start of our little video diary for a week running a combat academy. Yay! We're currently driving through the middle of Newcastle. It is 3:30. Yeah, it's 3:30 on Friday. We need to drop a load of equipment at Newcastle Castle Keep for their siege weekend. So we are meeting one of our coaching team, Bambi, there, who's going to be running this weekend because we've got two gigs with Molly and Michelle. Michelle's there as well. We've got 3 members of the coaching team there, so all should go well. Because the entire management team are down near Doncaster, doing some gigs down there. Yeah, well, we've got rehearsals this weekend, and then we've got the actual shows next weekend.
Darling, rehearsals and workshops.
Yeah, so it's the start of quite a busy week. We're now at the castle, sorting out the much paperwork that needs to be done before any gig, which is basically kit itinerary, costume itinerary. Bambi, you can see there, one of our coaching team is actually running this event because me, Gordon and Sadie are working at a different event, and as you can, we're in this is the office of the castle if you've never seen, but yeah, there is basically kit everywhere which all needs itemised, photographed before it goes out and checked off as it comes back in, so we're making sure the guys have got all the paperwork they need at the minute.
You know what we need to do as well is phone back that rivet will take your nose off if you Mike's at charge!
I love the way we safety test equipment. It's so much fun.
You know, people would like not let someone swing a sword at them. I didn't really get a choice.
No. Right, we've now escaped the castle following being trapped by some idiot with a Corsa.
Council worker nonetheless with a parking permit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Idiot.
dark.
I know, it's got dark. So we're now heading down to get Sadie, and then once we've got Sadie, we're heading down to Doncaster, and then we shall maybe have a drink before we...
mead happens.
Mead happens before we start rehearsals tomorrow. Yay! Hello. Hiya. We've arrived in Doncaster now. Yeah. We've had food. We've had wine. It is better. It's now about, what time is it? About 10 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock.
We now have port.
We have port. We started...
Just about to see that there.
We started doing...
With wine.
In fact, I know what time we started work. We started work at 9:30 this morning when we were talking about casting.
That's when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Getting my broken ankle seen to.
So this is the end of a...
very long day.
14-hour day.
Yep.
And we haven't even started rehearsals yet.
No.
Yay! So we should see you after rehearsals tomorrow.
Cheers.
It's now Saturday evening. We've done the first day of rehearsals.
Oh, yeah.
We're still working.
It is
It's late.
currently 9:30
not that late.
PM.
It feels
9:30
late.
PM. We've been going now for nearly 13 hours solid.
Gordon's
It's
been
been a
wandering
long
around
day.
slightly bemused because he's playing a non-scripted character.
I've been rehearsing.
I had fun because this is something I haven't done before, so I've kind of gotten it down and learnt quite a bit. Sadie is still working, bless her, because she's kind of been coaching people through it.
All day.
And
I have coached an entire show all day. Like,
So-
when I say an entire show, I mean there are 8 of us.
9.
9 of
Nine,
us
yeah.
in one area, and I've done everyone else's shows except for mine.
So, yeah. But we're just...
So we're going to spend the next 2 hours
Probably.
Mine.
running lines and workshopping the character to make it work. So if Gary sees this video, we are still
Hi,
working.
Gary.
Hi, Gary.
I mean,
What happened on December 10th as planned? Ukrainian has a small injury.
Hey, it's now Tuesday morning. Rehearsals in Stockholm went went really well.
Yeah, they did.
We got back to Sadie and Craig's place at like midnight
Close to one, I think.
on Sunday night. But yesterday we were at our friend Adam and Paula's wedding, which was gorgeous. And
Adam was ugly.
the wedding was gorgeous. So was Paula. And we got back to the hotel quite late last night. We've just checked out, grabbed breakfast, and we are heading back to Newcastle.
We are in Lancaster at the minute. We have been halfway down the country, all the way across it, and back up again.
I need to try and phone Gary on the way back. Graham. Who's Gary? Graham.
Gary Stockeld.
Gary Stockeld's Graham Station, that's right. We need to phone Graham on the way back up because we've got to go pick up some club kit, and then we've got to swing across to the castle and pick up weapons and equipment, and then we need to get home and get sorted for...
Cross-load all of the weapons and equipment out the car, load the van with all the Viking kit, sort out from Norman costume to Viking, and then be ready to pick Michelle up at 7 AM tomorrow, which means a 5 AM start.
Yay! And then, because we've got Jarrow Hall Historical Living Day, that's what it's called, on Wednesday, which we're really looking forward to actually. Beadsworld Museum closed down at the beginning of the year, and it hit a lot of the team really hard actually, because we've done a lot of our first ever shows and stuff there, and we weren't sure if the museum was going to reopen, and of course now Groundworks have taken over and it's opening as Jarrow Hall, which is great. So we are there on Wednesday, so that should be good. Hey, it's still Tuesday. It's now almost 6 o'clock. We've picked up the club kit. We've gone to the castle. Got some good feedback about the event the guys were at. Had to catch up with some paperwork and things there. Pick up some props for another show in town, and let's say it's nearly 6 o'clock and we are driving towards home, at which point we will
Unload the car, reload the van with everything we need for tomorrow, do the admin, work out what time we're picking up people where, and we're probably leaving the house in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Less than 12 hours.
Yeah. Yay. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment.
I hate it.
It is now about
10:15.
10:15 and we're just finishing up. We've got back, unloaded.
About 20 minutes to do.
Yeah. We've got back, we've unloaded the car, gone through everything, sorted out Viking kit, repacked it into the van, caught up with messages to everyone, admin stuff, and it is now 10:15.
We still haven't eaten anything. Yay!
And we're
leaving it. We're leaving at
6:30 tomorrow
6
morning.
hours.
So in
8 hours.
8 hours. We've got to be back in the
We've only
van.
been home for 4, so yay.
As you can tell, Gordon is somewhat hungry.
It's not hangry, it's exhausted and fed up with organising stuff.
Got to be at Michelle's at 7:45 for an 8:30 call time.
So yeah, we're going to go now and have a dinner of fish fingers and steak, because that's the sort of decisions adults make when they're this tired, and get to bed so we can be up in time, because tomorrow we're going to play Vikings. Yay! We'll be more enthusiastic tomorrow, honest. Be fine. Hello! It is 5:30 in the morning. I'm making breakfast to try and get Gordon out of bed, bless him. He works very hard, but he doesn't like mornings, so I'm making hot drinks and cheese and ham toasties to try and get him out of bed. And then plan is set off here by 6:30. Pick Michelle up at 7:30. Jarrow Hall for 8:30. Get in and get set up. I was going to be doing spinning today, but I've decided I'm going to do weaving instead. yeah, weaving's a bit easier and you can get more kids to have a go at it. It's a bit of a, on a straight head loom, weaving's a bit of an easier skill than drop spindles. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's still really dark outside. Today's going to involve a lot of coffee, but it'll be fine and it'll be good, and we're back at Jarrow Hall, which we're really looking forward to. Yay! We are back in Beads World! Yay! Well, it's not Beads World. We're back in Jarrow Hall. Don't get the name wrong. It's going to take a long time to break that habit. No, we're back in Jarrow World. Yay! Now, I am led to believe our range master Pete just arrived on site. I hope, otherwise I've lost him, which is going to cause a slight issue. But no, we've got all the pigs are back. They never actually left, but you know, the first time we're seeing them, so you know, whatever. Ram with wonky horns. Bless. No, we're spending the day. They've done loads of work actually since Jarrow Hall team have took over. They've had some big volunteer days in. As you can see, the river, or the stream if you like, has all been completely redone. We've got new fencing in. They've opened it up. If you look here, where it was already closed off and heavily reeded, you've got this now quite an open pond, and we've seen all the moorhens out this morning as we've been driving on site to get set up basically. And true to form, we are in our usual position of the Anglo-Saxon farm. So I'm a bit nervous about going around here because the guys don't know I'm on live video and their language is normally fairly choice at this time in the morning, especially given that, you know, Gordon ran out of coffee. We were up at 5:30 this morning and Gordon had no coffee. That was an interesting concept. So yeah, we've got, hey, there's Pete. Range Masters here. We have archery. Yay! Okay, Therlings, as you can see, is still standing. The inside is fine. The roof's gotten a little bit damp, so morning Jill. Yeah, the roof's gotten a bit damp, so the guys have been lighting fires inside it over the past week or so to try and dry out the thatch. But when the museum's been closed for so long, obviously it takes quite a lot of maintenance to get it back up to where it was. We have got the amphitheatre, which is still standing. It's roped off today purely because they have done a lot of work on it. I'll just show you and see if you can see what's going on. As you can see, where the stone steps were, I'm just going to go up to the barriers, jump over the mud. There we go. Yeah, where they had all the stone steps in and that kind of structure, they've took it out and put grass onto it instead, which actually, you can see, I'm not going to go in because, like I say, it is still roped off because the turf on the grass steps is still bedding in. But it blends it into the landscape really well. They've still got a lot of restoration work to do there, but hopefully the more time we spend down here doing events with the guys, the more people come and visit, and the more money they have to be able to put into the restoration to get things back up and going. Hi Kelly! I bet it's a bit warmer in Australia than it is here, although considering it is the October half term, we are doing pretty well for weather, so it is a good day. So if you're in Newcastle, if you're in the northeast of England, get down to Jarrow Hall. We've got the Anglo-Saxon tents are just going up. Like I say, Pete, Range Master, is on site, and we'll be doing archery. If you want to come and try your hand at archery, we've got that going on. We're currently getting up the Anglo-Saxon Viking Osberg tents. We should be open for 10 o'clock, and I need to be in kit and to get more coffee probably at some point.
We need to get coffee full stop.
We need to get coffee full stop. Yeah, so it should be a good day. We just need to finish getting set up. If you do want to come down, the admission charges are very low. It's £2 per child, £3 per adult, but you can buy a yearly pass at a very good rate. I believe it's about £15, which actually lasts 18 months as there's a special offer on. So if you want to come down, and if you were here earlier in the week and want to see something a bit different and you've already got your pass, it costs you nothing. It's a gorgeous day, so we look forward to seeing a lot more of you later on today. Bye!
Salve!
Hello! Okay, I'm horribly breaking character to pull out a mobile phone at the minute.
You can't be using that.
I know, I'm cheating! But yes, so we are back and I am horribly breaking character right now. Because we are now fully set up. As you can see, we've got the Osberg tent. Sadie and Gordon.
Hang on.
Sadie's repping today because she's incapacitated is the word. Okay, so we've got, do a quick tour of the site. So you've got the Osberg tent, all the swords and shields outside. Bambi and Gordon have been doing demos pretty much all day, bless them. Showing kids how to fight, actually. I'm not sure that's a good thing, but anyway. Tracy's been with me doing sewing and weaving. It's been really good fun. Actually, the kids have been doing more weaving than I have, but it's been good fun. Yes, I'm going to go for a little tour. I'm going to go around to Thurlings, because Michelle has taken over pretty much. I think she thinks she lives there now. Slightly concerning, but that's fine. The museum seemed good with it. So if we quickly run inside.
Alright. No, it's not as easy as everybody thinks.
Michelle's taken over again.
You're not going to go out there with a sword and chase it.
Yeah, Michelle's got a pot of food on the go in Thurlings for us. Pete is currently teaching people how to shoot, which is good. No one's speared anyone yet, which is good. But no, there's been kids coming and learning to shoot all morning. I've managed to wrestle use of my loom back, but the kids are having great fun on that. Kids always have good fun on the looms. There's been quite a lot of people here, which is quite good considering it's a Wednesday in midweek. Everyone commenting on how good it is to see the place open again and things being done. So I'm going to disappear again and basically teach more children how to weave, because that tends to be quite good fun.
And they will go in and guess it.
Hello! It is...
So it is 22 and a bit minutes past 7 at night.
Yay!
On Wednesday.
Still, we finished the Jarrow Hole gig. It was great. It was nice being back.
Yeah, there's a lot of work been done by the team from Groundworks and the volunteers and everything. There is still a huge amount needs doing for the site, but the amphitheatre looks a million times better.
It looks so good with the grass. I got that on the live feed.
Yeah, the whole area where they've cut it and trimmed it back and moved the animals, and ferrets look really happy.
Massive ferret enclosure.
They're huge now.
Huge.
And then the longhouse is
Thurlings is...
It needs work.
It's
wow,
held
does
up,
it need work? It needs
it's held up not too bad considering it's been empty for a year, but
our repairs from 2 years ago still there. Still working.
But
so,
yeah, there's a lot needs done.
And it was just nice to be back and swinging swords and
weaving. Yay!
And eating in Thurlings again. That was lovely. A fire cooked meal in Thurlings. That was lovely.
Yeah. That's good. So
absolutely nugget now.
Yeah.
And
Shad.
And we've still got, I think, about half an hour of driving.
Drive home.
To get back, but Lily's intent on making it by 8 PM.
It is. Great British Bake Off is on.
Other shows are, of course, available.
The final is on, and I'm still in the van.
I'm trying, but I am sat as close to the speed limit as I can legally be. And yeah, it's just taking a lot longer to get home.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do some work online tomorrow, but if kind of a day off tomorrow, maybe.
It rained. All the canvases.
Oh yeah, all the canvas needs drying.
All the swords need deburred from all the displays from the last 2 days. All the kit needs oiled.
luckily, because today has gone very well, hopefully be doing some more work with Jarrow Hall in the future. I think we're going to get in touch with them next week. Go and talk to them about that, see what we can do on site. They're keen to work with a lot of different groups, which is phenomenal, because obviously the more groups you work with, the greater range of skills and experience you get, and it is just really good for the site. And all the groups get to work together, which is always a good thing, because sharing knowledge with historical crafts combat is always beneficial. So it's gone very well, but now we're going to go home, which we are going to get to before the final of Great British Bake Off starts, and eat some ice cream. And
oh, you can see that screen, can't you? Yeah, we're totally going to do it. Totally going to do it.
mini ice cream. Yay!
Probably not going to do it.